What's going on YouTube? Gooby the Chump here coming at you with another video, and today we are going to be talking about new streamers and new streaming. We're going to be going over some expectations you're going to be seeing in your first week. We're going to use me as an example for my first week streaming, looking at a bunch of different websites and apps that I've been using to help promote my new stream. What I want to start with is the fact that many people look down on restreaming. Now basically what this does, it makes a server and it attaches all of your different streaming platforms and it streams them all at once by itself through its servers. Now business wise and statistically speaking, it does get your name and face out there far more than having this exclusivity to streaming on just one platform. The streaming services we're going to be looking at today include the only 4 relevant streams in today's market, and that is YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, and Facebook Gaming. For the streams, I was playing Riot's new card game, Legends of Runeterra, something that is still relevant while not being the most popular game, to give you some perspective. Firstly, we're going to be looking at my Twitch, where they have an overwhelming 70% of the market in terms of everything, and obviously is where we're going to see the largest number of followers, which I have just under 40. Now, as many people know, on Twitch has a serious problem they have with discoverability. Some people have started seeing, though, they are implementing some new tools like an upcoming streamer section, which is a way to tackle this. This is a huge plus to those lucky few that ended up in that little highlighted section on the front page. Even though I wasn't lucky enough to be in that position, as you are looking at, after just 1 week, we are basically ready to apply for the affiliate status on Twitch. Even though it is such a basic goal, just being able to be within arm's reach of something like that is gratifying, even though I am still just but a grain of sand on this huge, vast beach that is being a social influencer. Looking at other statistics though, is the average viewership for my Twitch stream, which is about 1 to 3 people. It's not impressive at all, but I'm proud of it, and it's still greater than 0. For all of the streams to stand out just a little bit, I had this gimmick where I would take a shot of this really hot sauce. For the majority of people, they really seem to enjoy it, having that kind of instant gratification after they followed. Now, an issue with this is I did have some people come into the stream, follow me, see me burn the inside of my mouth hole, and then just dip and I'll never see them again. Seeing only about 10% of my actual followers coming to the stream is a little disheartening, to say the least. But it's very important to make clear, it is my job and your job as the new streamer to entice people to come to your streams and then impress them enough for them to actually spend time with you. Getting that skill set all taken care of and actually being interactive and being impressive to other people is a skill set that many have to work on, myself included, obviously. Now, talking about how long I was streaming and the stream lengths, I really only stream for about 2.5 to 3 hours on average. But a lot of people are going to tell you need to stream for 4 hours plus if you really want to get something going. Now, this is, I think, an inherently bad way of looking at your stream. Because if you have 0 people, let's say, which you will when you start, everyone starts at 0. Streaming for 4 hours to 0 people is still going to net you 0 people. It's not going to drastically change if you stream 8 hours for your first stream. What I have been focusing more on is other content on different platforms to help promote the stream itself. And this segues into YouTube and how I did my first week streaming over there, as well as videos that I've made exclusively for YouTube. Now, as you are seeing, YouTube also did fairly well in regards to its initial week, hitting 16 subscribers as well as reaching 100 views in my first actual video that isn't a highlight or a VOD. Seems to be a great step in the right direction. The average viewership for YouTube was a little bit less than Twitch, it was around 1 to 2.5 people per stream. But YouTube is also facing a big problem when it comes to discoverability. They literally will not promote your stream unless someone's already in that section of YouTube to begin with. Now, as time goes on, with all the big changes that we're seeing on all other platforms, I am more than certain that they are going to implement some things to be able to promote and just show that they actually do have a streaming side of their website. What is unfortunate though is that community channels way back in the day to help promote smaller channels and make a group of people, that part of YouTube died many years ago, and I'm actually finding it to be pretty arduous, and it's a large task to actually even find a small person on YouTube, and even to get in contact and collaborate with them is an even harder task, which is actually surprisingly easier than finding an audience on Mixer. Now, if you're not aware, Mixer is Microsoft's streaming service, but unlike Amazon's Twitch, Mixer has about 3 to 4% of the market share, which in the grand scheme of things is child's play in comparison. Mixer, you can see I have a whopping 4 followers gained in my first week. The gaming section, which is interesting enough, is entirely different because, for example, as Legends of Runeterra had an audience on Twitch of around 1,500 people, there was a total 10 to 15 people watching this game on Mixer on any given time, on any given day, from what I've seen. What is surprising is, although I haven't gotten many people to follow me over there, the people that do come are generally more kind and want to support smaller people relative to any other platform in which I've seen, which is really nice if you want to start. This seems to be a great website and very welcoming. Now obviously they also have features which really pushes small streamers and gives people a chance to be noticed and grow, which is a huge plus in terms of starting. I would try to raid someone at the end of every stream to try and network just a little bit and try to get to talk to someone. But a lot of people that I have been raiding playing the same game typically don't even acknowledge that, number one, they've been raided, number two, don't even really like to talk with the chat, which is an issue that I've seen kind of prevalent, at least with smaller channels on Mixer. Isn't the whole point of streaming is that interconnectedness that you're getting, trying to be able to communicate and have kind of like an intimate thing with streaming? Because literally I'm in my room talking to myself at 3 in the morning, but when you're streaming, although I'm not talking to you directly, you are chatting with me through the service. I think a lot of smaller people on Mixer are missing that point, and it makes it a little awkward just kind of watching someone play a game, not talking to anyone. Now, even though that is as it may, there are still a better way on Mixer to getting people to look at you better than Facebook gaming does. Now, my Facebook might be an extemporaneous piece of data, but my Facebook page has been absolutely dead. Literally the only follower on that page is me. The streams never reached out and nobody has clicked out on them. Thus my average viewership on Facebook is goose egg. Interestingly enough though, I took the VODs and videos I've made on YouTube and put them on that page. They do have a small amount of views, going all the way up into the 30s for the one being my featured video. Even though Facebook has a larger part of the market share of streaming than Mixer, it does seem to be the most difficult to go anywhere on Facebook unless you have a large amount of friends on a personal account in which you promote your stream, in which I don't have one. Now, even though Facebook as a streaming service hasn't really gotten me anywhere, it is really important to have somewhat of a social media presence when you are starting your stream, and this is what I've spent a lot of time with my streams alongside of it. So making social media accounts to get an outreach of many different audiences is a surefire way to help grow your channel. It's important to actually utilize them to the greatest extent and not just for posting your stuff online. From what I've signed up for and used is Twitter, obviously Facebook, Instagram, and even the dreaded app that is TikTok. Now starting off, we're going to look at my Instagram, and I just have under 20 followers. I posted a picture of my profile and picture to my personal Instagram to help promote this page, and this got me about half of the followers in which we're close friends. The other half of it is actually going into the explore section, looking at the hashtags and the same pictures that I have, and just looking at other people, liking and commenting and trying to network and just talk with people. This gives you a positive influence by supporting someone else and makes them more inclined to look at your profile and see like what you have going on. Next up is my Twitter. I do have a paltry amount of followers, and that is me not putting the same amount of time and effort into it as Instagram, even though it does have the same amount of potential reach, if not more, for just being able to retweet something, and that goes a long way. It's a chain reaction on Twitter. Now looking at some tweets as an example, there is a huge amount of interaction with them, but a very, very small percentage actually tap on the tweet and look at my profile from it. Now, this is where making exclusive content to these apps actually come in handy. It does take a lot of time and effort into making YouTube videos to push content to promote your stream, but what is very simple and does take a very short amount of time are these shorter clips that you see on Twitter all the time. Whether it be a hype gaming moment or something really funny that happened in your stream, you just take a section of it, make a 30-second long video, and you post it. This does a lot more for you in terms of impressions because it gives people an idea of what you're about, and also a good way to break the ice into saying you're a streamer, and obviously linking all of your streams or just one stream in your description, and people are going to go and look at that. Now lastly, we are going to be looking at my TikTok. As I just stated, all I did was cut up a few seconds of footage of my stream, added a caption to it, and threw it up with the screen at the end promoting my channel. I honestly don't know TikTok well enough to pull any information out of this, but having a combined view total of just under 800 with my first 3 videos is a great feeling, honestly. Now, I'm not sure, and I'm pretty sure that not a single person has gone from the TikTok videos over to my Twitch, but what is important is an impression has been made, whether it be good or bad. I literally have taken up a part of their brain and they've seen my picture. If they ever see it again, they'll recognize it and maybe be inclined to check it out on other platforms. Mainly I'm trying to push is obviously for the stream. What is a really important takeaway here isn't just to go full throttle and make everyone follow you right off bat, but to make an impression on someone so they want to see your stream and follow you. And that's something that those little videos help accomplish. Anyways guys, that about wraps up the data and the video for today. If you do start streaming after this video, then I do wish you the best in all of your endeavors and hope to see you in the future. For everyone else, I hope you have a great rest of your day as well, and I'll see you for the next video.